Well, the first thing was to find which novel would work best for the stage. So I wasn't just thinking as a playwright or an adapter. I was thinking also director and theater for youth director and Western Washington University student director, and I wanted something that would really challenge us. Demon Keeper, the book, had the greatest adaptability for a large cast of multiple ages and the use of Lion King-style actor extension puppets.
It's about this kid, Nathaniel, who has a rare gift of being able to see these incarnations of chaos, which are called monsters or demons, around him, and he can also control them kind of, but like not really, just kind of keep them and keep them from wreaking havoc. And so that's what he tries to do throughout the play, is make sure that nothing bad goes on.
Meanwhile, there's a bad guy named Fortus who...
Bad lady,
I should say. She is a woman who is trying to control the demons rather than keep them, which is causing nothing but issues. And the beast is loose.
The beast. I left the window open in the play, and the beast just got out because kids broke in, opened the beast's basement door, and let him out. God, so much angst.
Such teenage angst.
Right? Gosh.
When you're working with a cast of 40 to 50, if you count the little monsters, ages 5 to 55, there's no such thing as typical in rehearsal, but a general rehearsal day with the little monsters, and the little monsters, they're a troupe of the 5 to 9-year-old actors, and they were only called once a week. And so a typical day with them consisted of everybody getting together and warming up, usually gathering on stage for announcements of any kind, any changes in the rehearsal schedule, things to remember, especially if they have costume fittings that they need to show up for, and other housekeeping things. And then warming up as a cast. And that's a time for us all to connect, to get on the stage, and and the reason why we circle up mostly is that we can make eye contact with each other and really get in the space and remember that you're supported by this group of people you're acting with. Especially important for younger members of the cast to see that we work. This is work. This isn't just getting together to play around. We, like a team sport, which theater is, we get together and we warm up together first. It's to get us also thinking along the lines of the play, to focus energy on the task at hand, and sometimes to get the sillies out and sometimes to get the sillies in, depending on what the rehearsal requires. Okay, monsters, chorus, people, you. Very, very, very important that you do not touch it. When it's down on the ground, see this red dashy line? You can't even get close to it because the scrim is made of material that rips really easily. So you've got an alleyway to work with, see? Right there. But that's okay because all the fish are swimming one direction. That one. Go, 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 fishy by your head, face. Swimmy, swim. All the way around. Go, 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 you're running out of time. Yeah, so the sound is brought up big or something. Yeah. 5, 6, 7, 8, go, and come back. 5, 6, 7. No, I like it the other way. We'll just start the all talk. Yeah. Okay. Step back. So you're open. Yeah. What the fish? And then you see him coming, and it's just like. Go, 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 go. Fish by your face. Fish by your face. Fish by your face. Good job, Maya. Fish by your face. Okay, everybody get ready to go. Here we go. Go, 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 go. Whoop! Nolan, you gotta stay in there.
Today we were choreographing a puppet battle or
Yep.
puppets along with 2 actors in big bodysuits that are meant to represent demons.
Yeah, there are 2 big fight scenes in the show. There's the first one where we both lose and get beaten up pretty badly, and then there's the second one, spoilers, where we come out and fight the evil demons and we win. We're the good demons, pretty much. I'm Pernicious, the demon of nasty surprises.
And I am controlling the puppet known as Nikolai, the demon of not knowing one's own strength. When the auditions came up, I thought it would be a fun opportunity since I'd be staying around for summer anyway, and getting the chance to control some puppets.
Yeah, it was pretty much all Deb's thing, and she like put up auditions, and we all auditioned and stuff. And yeah, I'd be here for the summer, and so yeah, that would be a good experience to do some puppet work, and do some children's theater, and do some really fun stuff.
This is just the rehearsal puppet, so this is what we get to use to kind of figure out our character and what we can actually do with the puppets.
Yeah.
And just kind of playing with them and
Oh yeah, playing with the puppets is our favorite
Yeah.
thing, because always in downtime.
yeah, so like finding his voice and seeing how he moves and how he looks is always it's always a fun process to do.
I love just interacting as a demon and just being able to, let things go, let your body do what it wants, and just interact with weird creatures and make you think they're real. And it's just fun, like downtime, like not even rehearsing, we're just playing around. And just playing is basically the biggest thing that's fun about this show.
Actually, I think Nikolai here.
Oh, does Nikolai want to say something?
Yeah, Nikolai wants to say some stuff. Just a second, so. Man, that was deep. That was deep.
After we warm up, we will do whatever is on the schedule to be blocked, to be staged for that day. And so my job as director, before we even start the rehearsal period, is to go through the entire play and map out our schedule of when things are going to be blocked, when they're going to be staged. Because we don't start at the beginning and then just go to the end. At least that's not how I do it. We start with the most difficult moments in the play and then move to the least difficult, and then when it's all put together, certain sections, then we go back and we review those sections. So we blocked all of Act 1, and then we went back and we reviewed all of Act 1. And then we blocked all of Act 2 and reviewed that, and then we started doing what we call stumble-throughs of the play, which is, well, exactly what it says, stumbling through it. It's not a run-through, it's a stumble-through, meaning we do the best that we possibly can with what we've just learned. And we figure out, Eric can't enter on that side of the stage because I just blocked him to leave on the other side, that sort of stuff. And so after we get done blocking and doing what the tasks are for that day, then usually it's bring everybody back together, re-announce the things you announced at the beginning, and then go over again what you're going to be doing tomorrow night, and giving everyone some closure, and then we break for the evening.
I started working here because I've always been really interested in sewing and costuming, so I applied for the job for work study, and so I've been working as a work study student here for 2 years, and yeah, and I'm a costume design major, so that always helps too. And now I'm doing wardrobe for Monster Keeper, and so it's a lot of paperwork stuff. So this is for this jacket that's behind you, and it's to do armor piecing. So this will go over this, and then it'll be like a fabricated pauldron on the shoulders of this hoodie for the main character of the show, Nat. And it should look pretty cool when it's done. Hopefully the actor's really excited about it, so that's always good.
This is the mask for one of the characters, Pernicious. He's the protagonist's little monster friend guy. And it's made out of plaster cast and thermoplastic, painted with acrylic paint. The actor is going to wear this miner's cap insert that attaches onto the head and tightens like this. And he'll have a full bodysuit as well, with kind of limbs that are more proportioned to the character to match it. So yeah, that's it basically. And right now I'm just working on the final step of attaching the cap insert to the mask.
Thank you for getting whoever put the rod back on. Yeah. Hey, buddy, come on. I got a belly button. Haha.
Sorry, this one has wings. No, it's fine. She's so cute.
I'm Caitlin, and I work in the costume shop at Western Washington University. And today we are going to be spray painting 13 salmon for the salmon run at Pike Place Market for Monster Keeper. There are two different types of fish, one bigger one that has sticks for the larger kids, and then a smaller fish that is made with a gallon milk jug, so the kids will be able to hold on to the jug. And we made 4 stencils because the designer wants a Pacific Northwest native look for the fish, and so we are using 3 different colors, black and red as the paint, and then green as the fabric, and then we're later going to go in and hand paint the fish after we're done, like with the eye has like white on it, and then we're going to cut them out after we're done spray painting them, and then sew them together, and they'll be ready for the show. It's good getting lots of experience on how to do certain things and make different costumes.
The original idea was to make this entire thing paper mache and then paint it copper, then the gold you see, and then this bronze paint, which is somewhere. But because the fabric used to tilt the head is a different texture than the mache, the paint reacted differently, so it just does not look right. So I'm painting the entire thing white, just starting from scratch and hoping that works. And it's a lot of pig to paint. But I can only imagine the original person who did all the mache and the gold, and so I have no room to complain.
I am finding the posters that will go on the back of the fish market piece so that it looks like a actual fish market. Yeah. So I have some of the signs that are actually from, like, the Pike's Place Market. So this one says wild salmon caught by wild fishermen. And then I have their logo. And I'm going to print these out on poster-sized paper so that they decorate the back wall and it's not just a boring blank wall.
Great, yep.
I'm Kelly Lore. I'm one of the carpenters on Monster Keeper. And I've been working on building the set, loading it in, hanging lights, and I will be run crew for the production backstage. Today we are hanging the last of the lights and focusing, and then sorting the gels and putting them into the lights. So we're figuring out where the set pieces are going to sit during the show, and then setting up the lights and focusing them and moving them around based on those locations and where they need to be lit. Yeah, Monster Keeper has been fun. I'm a Western student who has worked in the theater department for the last 3 years, so it's been fun to do a main stage production with for the kids. So it's been neat. Yeah, it was a smooth build, and it's been good.
I'm Royce Buckingham. I'm the author of Demon Keeper, which has been made into the play Monster Keeper, adapted by Deb Currier, and I am absolutely thrilled to see my work on stage. I've not seen my work produced before, so this is fun for me. I've written 9 books, and this, like I said, will be the first one that I get to see live. And I suppose the thing that inspired this book was that I was a prosecutor for 13 years, and I prosecuted crimes. I spent 7 of those years in juvenile court, and I saw kids that would come through the system. And since I was a fan of horror and monsters and things, I would think in fantasy terms. So when I saw these serious cases where kids would come through the system and they were living on the streets, my fantasy self thought, hey, what if the streets really did rise up and eat these kids the way that kids get eaten up by street life? And so I turned it into a fantasy story. And so the story really is about a kid who has chaos in his life, and that's represented by the monsters. And then the story becomes him trying to find stability and family and friends so that he can get out of a life of chaos. And that's what's good for kids, ultimately. And I learned that lesson in a very serious context when I was a prosecuting attorney. But for all those years, I was writing on the side, and since I loved fantasy, that's kind of how it came out. So that's where the story originates. And then Deb Currier was the professor at the Youth Theater Institute, where my children were taking theater camp in the summer. And she said, hey, you're that guy that writes the children's books. And I said, yeah, that's me. And she said, I'd really like to adapt one of your books into a play and put it on as a graduate project. And I said, okay. And so she wrote the script. She presented it to me. And I went through it with her. We sat at La Fiamma and had pizza. And she did a terrific job. And you could just tell that she got it. She really understood what I was trying to say.
I know, hurry up and wait.
story of this show. So can I have your attention, please? Everyone, Monsters 2. I have a very important special person for you to meet. This is Royce Buckingham. He's out there. He and
I am out there.
He's out way out there. Yeah. But I wanted him to take a second while we're doing this to just meet all of you. They're in various states of not dressed. But as you know, he wrote the book, and he and his wife Kara they have a cool thing up there with the books for sale, so you can get your copies and you can sign it and everything. And then tomorrow we're going to do some photo stuff with Royce when you're in costume. All right, so can we please have monsters? Come up here, quick. Push together, uncomfortably close. All right, so, just kind of, yeah, I'm going to build a picture here, turn around, so you don't have to be exact, there you go, okay. You can wind it. Lay down in the right shade. You are Agent Buckingham. Okay, no. Why? Like, put your butt right in front of Royce. All right, so get on in there next to wall. Come down here. Not 100%, but like that. Turn in toward center stage. In 5, 4, 3, 2, cheese.
Yeah! Really excited. Yeah, fun stuff.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
It's going to be pretty great. Yeah,
I've been
excited.
pumped all day.
Good. This is gonna be awesome. I'm so excited.
No,
He's gonna be fine.
I'm fine. Not really. Hold me.
Hey, you shaved.
I did, finally, right? It happened. Wait, what?
No.
Surprise!
Hey, there's Brian. Look.
How do you feel about opening night?
I am so excited. It's going to be great.
Today's opening night, and I'm really excited. I'm excited, just like Taylor. Ashley made a word named nerve-sided, which means nervous and excited.
And so what's your role in the play?
I'm a monster. I'm a monster. I'm a monster. Actually, we have 3. I have 3 roles. They have 2 roles. So, they're monsters and fish. Yeah, we're salmon too. Yeah, and I'm a salmon, monster, and a human.
And how do you get involved in the production?
Well, my mom's worked with Deb for about 6 years, and I started when I was 5, and I did Miracle Worker, and then I did Jungle Book and Seussical, and I really liked it. So I decided to sign up this year, and I've been having a lot of fun. Huh? My mom, she signed me up, and I knew at the last moment. I was on the radio today of the Monsters Keep.
And how was that?
It was good.
Anything else you want to add? Like, are you super excited?
I'm really excited. I'm nervous and excited. I'm just sort of sad that it's almost over, and I really hope I get to do it again next year. Yeah. If they do it next year. They always do it next year. They always do it every year. They skip one.
So opening night, how do you feel about it?
Pretty good. I'm a little nervous, but that's okay. I've sort of done a little bit of this before, so I'm good, I think I'm really ready. It's okay.
So just your cafe table and chairs. You once again sat in the wrong chair.
Did I?
Yes, remember I blocked you on the other side for like 3 weeks. So do what we, okay. Even if it's off stage, like be like, screw this. Liz, go
get a chair.
This chair looks more comfortable.
Yes. All right.
No, actually, Brian has now set me in charge of putting my chair out because they needed someone else
You
to
should
move a
be.
chair. So
You
now I'm
should-
in charge of my chair.
Actors in those type of scene changes, because there's so much flying in and out, you guys just take whatever you're sitting on, so that makes sense.
Can I get a hey? Hey! Ho! Ho! All right.
Yeah! I am hyped!
So hyped.
I'm ready! On the stoop, sit down on the stoop. Gotta take a poop because I'm on the stoop. Like a bird in the air. A poop, stoop, poop, stoop, poop right to stoop.
2, 3, go.
Oh my.
Hold up! This is it. I see this creep come in the house. Let's have some fun.
Okay, so that's what I was talking about.
How do I feel? Totally excited and totally tired, and really, really, really proud of this group of people. Really super proud because, you know, there was a couple moments when I thought, we don't have a show, and we've got a show, and I've watched these young actors grow tremendously, and I am so proud of them. And the crew as well, everyone has just worked so hard. So I'm excited, totally.